Hey YouTube, welcome to a new video, and today I wanted to share with you a video game that some of you guys might not know anything about. It was just released last week on the PlayStation Network. This is Uncharted Fight For Fortune. Uncharted Fight For Fortune is a card-based strategy game that's basically set in the Uncharted universe. And I'm not really a big fan of card-based strategy type of games. I'm no fan of playing like Magic or, Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, with the actual cards. I'm not really into that. But I figure I'd give this a shot, since I really do like the Uncharted series. There's two different game modes in Fight For Fortune. You have Fortune Hunter, which is basically the single player mode, and then you have multiplayer, which is basically multiplayer. You play against other people through Wi-Fi. This is Fortune Hunter, and as I said, this is the single player mode of Fight For Fortune. And here you'll go against some of the characters that you've previously seen in the Uncharted games. So as you guys can see here, there's Donut Drake, you have classic Nathan Drake, there's Elena Fisher, and that's all that I've actually unlocked so far. But as you guys can see, I'm just swiping through this. There's definitely a lot more characters to battle. So this is basically what Fight For Fortune is all about. Very simplistic, very basic, which is definitely a step in another direction for the series. After playing the Uncharted games, we're so used to these cinematic, cutscenes and these big explosions and all of this gameplay. And here we have a spin-off game that's just very simplistic. But yeah, on the left-hand side, you have your faction cards, which are basically characters like the heroes, the villains, and the mercenaries, all in the Uncharted series. These aren't all of the characters, but there's some pretty notable characters. So majority of those characters are here on your left hand side. These are the cards that you'll be able to choose from. They're your playing cards. So you can go ahead and pick a faction card. In this case, let's see, who should I choose? I'll choose Eddie Raja. I'll put him right there. So once you choose your faction card, you can go ahead and pick a fortune card. And for the sake of things, I'll choose this fortune card and I'll stack it right on top of my faction card. And I can also choose a resource card, which basically, basically the fortune cards and the resource cards, they just enhance the damage that you're going to give to your opponent. The resource cards usually give you an extra boost in defense or attack, things of that nature. So I'll go ahead and stick that there. And that's the end of my turn. So now what I have to do is wait for my opponent to go. And that's the one thing that I really don't like about this game. There's a lot of waiting. You can't fast forward through your opponent's turn. You have to sit there and watch every little step that they take. Not to say that it takes a long time, but at times it's just a little annoying, especially when you just want a game, or you want to just pick the PlayStation Vita up and do a few turns. You always have to remember that you're going to sit through your opponent's turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card. It's Vincent Perez. Going to go ahead and put him up against my opponent's card. So these two cards are going to battle each other. They're going to battle each other. And of course, the main goal is to defeat your opponent. One thing that I do want to point out is that Fight For Fortune is a standalone title. It's a standalone downloadable title. You do not have to have Uncharted Golden Abyss in order to play this game. It's a standalone title. Okay, I'm not sure if a lot of people know that, but yes, it is standalone. But the cool thing that they do in this game, it kind of coincides with Golden Abyss. If you've played Golden Abyss and you've gotten a lot of the collectibles and a lot of the trophies, you'll definitely be ahead of the game when you play Fight For Fortune. Because this fortune card, for instance, gives you extra value if you collected this specific emblem in Golden Abyss. So I think that's pretty cool that both games coincide with each other. Somehow magically this game can tell if you have this specific emblem in Golden Abyss. I think that's pretty cool. So if you're really into this game and you have Golden Abyss, you might want to go back and try to get as many of the collectibles that you possibly can, just so you can be ahead of the pack a little bit. Things can get a little complicated in this game. I mean, it really isn't that simplistic. For example, you can have combos here. If I want to choose this mercenary, one of the pirates, and I see this card wiggling when I choose it, that means that I'm going to be able to do a combo move, which is cool, and it definitely gives a lot more damage. Just go ahead and choose a fortune card. And by no means am I trying to win this. Honestly, I don't even know what cards I'm picking. I just want to show this off to you guys so you can get a better look at what's going on. So yeah, guys, Uncharted Fight For Fortune is now available on the PlayStation Store. It retails for $4.99. Again, if you're interested in this type of game, you might want to check it out. I'm going to thank all of you guys for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.